Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. So, I am going to talk about one of the most embarrassing moments in my entire life. The first and only time that I met Ben Roethlisberger. Um, it is more of a scar than a memory at this point. It was definitely embarrassing, and it just sticks with me no matter what I do. So, anyways, it was the winter of 2008. I worked at Seven Springs Mountain Resort. I was a barista. I worked in the Starbucks there. And I knew that the Steelers were there at the time, most of them. And I knew Mike Tomlin was there, things like that. But other than them coming, it was a relatively slow um, day. So whenever all of my work was done and we were slow without customers, I like to read instead of just sitting there staring into the abyss. So I was actually reading Anne Rice's Vampire Lestat, and I was pretty into it. I'm pretty sure I had myself like a nice little white mocha, and I was just enjoying my time, I guess, waiting for the next customer. And I did. I heard someone approaching the counter, and like I just like looked up, and oh Lord, there was that 6.5 foot, tall, drink of water, Mr. Ben Roethlisberger himself, is standing not 2 feet from me. And in my head, I'm bells, whistles, sirens going off. I'm like, be chill, like, calm down, play cool, play cool. Don't embarrass yourself, don't be stupid, don't make yourself look dumb or whatever. So, I think he was looking at the menu behind me. It was on the other side of the counter, like up on the wall. And then he just kind of like looks down at me and like grins. And I'm, asking, oh, what can I get for you? As I'm attempting to stand up from the stool. Well, apparently my brain was just like ever so focused on the fact that I am in the presence of, NFL greatness, that it cannot alert my feet to move with my body. And so my foot was, I had it wrapped, had both of them wrapped actually around the bottom of the stool. So whenever I was like, oh, what can I get you? As I'm going to get up, I'm like, smack, bam, like straight on the floor. Like my face bounced off the floor. So this is when like a normal human would just be like, oh, okay, so jump up, dust yourself off, or laugh it off, whatever. No. What do I do? No, no. What do I do, you wonder? You wonder what Chanel do, huh? Yeah, what do I do? Oh, I just lay there. Lay there and like I guess send out a prayer that the man will just forget that he wanted to order something and that I had just fell right in front of his face, and he would just like walk away and no questions asked, like just yep, yep, she disappeared. Up, she left. He didn't, obviously. I know I laid there for a solid 30 seconds. I know I did. It felt like forever. And I hear a like, hey, are you okay? And I'm like, oh my God. So, with like all of the elegance and skill of like a newborn deer on rollerblades, I stand up and like proceed to brush myself off and take his order and successfully get it, for him. I do believe it was a hot tea and a blueberry scone. Is what I did ultimately end up getting for him. He did leave me like a freaking super generous tip. That was amazing of him. And I mean, he didn't full on like laugh in my face, so that's awesome too. But I was able to go ahead and like successfully, take and complete his order for him after that. But yeah, it's definitely one of those things that I just like look back on and I'm like, oh Lord, why, Shanielle? Like, just why? But yeah, so he walked away with a huge grin on his face and a hilarious story to eventually, tell no one probably ever, but who knows? Maybe he did. I don't know. That's definitely one thing that I kind of like wish I knew. Like, if he remembers that, like, does he remember the idiot barista that, like, freaking face planted before taking his order at the Seven Springs Starbucks? Like, I hope not. Like, I'm mortified just that it happened. Knowing if he would even remember that blip in his radar, like, I don't know if I could, like, go on with life, like, knowing that he remembered that. But yeah, so that is the story behind the time that I met Ben Roethlisberger. And trust me, people, there is so much more where that comes from. I have so many more stories to share with you guys, and I hope you come back. I hope you subscribe. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed just a little bit of, Shanielle Shenanigans today. And so I guess I'll talk to you guys next time. Until then, don't forget to always share your shenanigans. Bye, guys.